We've something a bit special for you with this week's Asmodee Tips video. One of the best board games and board game apps ever created, Ticket to Ride, has just been re-released in a new and improved form. Ticket to Ride First Journey. The core principle remains the same. Use your trains to connect cities, complete tickets, and win the game. Here's 5 top tips to ensure your trains always get where they're going. Choke points. If you look at the maps, most routes allow for 2 players to place adjacent carriages and use the same piece of track. However, there are some connections which, once claimed, will belong to 1 player and 1 player only. These routes are extremely valuable. Failure to grab these routes in the earlier half of the game can leave you locked out of vital connection points between cities later on and unable to complete your tickets. If you know they'll be valuable in future, grab them while you still can. Keep an eye on your carriages. Though the aim of the game is to win by getting 6 points through completing tickets, some games may not go the distance. This is because there's actually a finite number of carriages you can place. If you look at the locomotive in the corner of the screen, you'll see that you start the game with 20 carriages. As you lay them on the board, this number depletes until it hits 0. When all players are at 0, the game is over, and the player with the most points wins. The lesson from all this? Don't take too long building your master strategy, as you may find yourself out of trains and out of luck. Coast to coast. Completing tickets earns you a point, and the first to 6 points wins. But there's another way to get a bonus point which has nothing to do with your tickets. If you can build a route which links cities from opposing coasts together, it's worth an additional victory point. Depending on the map, this works for both north to south and east to west coasts. So you could technically pick up 25% of the points you need to win the game without completing a single ticket. Discarding is an option. As we mentioned, you earn points through the game by completing tickets. This digital version lets you hold 2 tickets at any one time. However, there's a chance you'll be dealt a dud ticket, one which might take too many turns to complete or wants you to connect a route which has already been claimed. In cases like this, it's worth sacrificing a turn to ditch the ticket and get a new, hopefully better route to claim. It does mean sacrificing an action point, but it's better than just sitting there spinning your wheels. And finally, keep your network connected. Whenever possible, try to extend already connected routes by adding isolated cities to a pre-existing network. Not only will this get you closer to the coast-to-coast bonus we talked about, but it'll also massively increase your chances of immediately fulfilling a new ticket. The more connected your city network, the more likely you are to already control a specific route when the ticket's drawn. This means you might draw a card and immediately be granted the point because you created the route during a previous turn. Just like your mobile network provider, good coverage is everything.